May I request everyone to kindly settle down on your seats? Well, a very good morning and a warm welcome to everyone. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, respected delegates, industry leaders, buyers from the country and from across the globe, our MSME entrepreneurs, officers of the government of Meghalaya and from FIO, members of the media, and everyone present here. Welcome to the Meghalaya Reverse Buyer-Seller Meet 2026, hosted by the Department of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya, in collaboration with the Federation of Indian Export Organization, FIO, and the World Bank Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance Project under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. Well, this meet is a crucial event connecting Meghalaya's entrepreneurs, MSMEs, artisans, and producers with national and international buyers. This platform reflects Meghalaya's growing commitment to strengthening market linkages, promoting MSMEs, and positioning the state as a competitive and reliable business destination. We start today's program with a mark of respect and appreciation for our esteemed dignitaries on the dais for their presence and leadership. We are very honored to have with us our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, as the chief guest of this meet today. Thank you, sir, for your presence. And may I request Shri Sanjay Goyal, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Commerce and Industries Department, to present our chief guest with a meticulously handcrafted Khasi musical instrument called Kamarang Ot, which symbolizes our resilience, creativity, and enduring cultural heritage. And on behalf of the Federation of Indian Export Organization, FIO, may I request Srimati Neha Mehra, Managing Committee member, to present their mementos comprising of a GI tag Baluchari stole, a GI tag Dokra, handcrafted item, and a silver memento. We are also pleased to have with us here today Shri Sneha Bhalangdhar, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Meghalaya and Minister in charge of Commerce and Industry, Government and Industry Department, Shillong, to present another wood-crafted memento. May I also mention here that these wood-crafted items presented by the department have been crafted by master craftsmen who are also handicraft state awardees and PM Vishwakarma artisans. And on behalf of FIO, I request Srimati Juin Chaudhary, Regional Head FIO Eastern Region, to felicitate our Chief Secretary, sir. We are also pleased by the presence of Srimati Neha Mehra, Managing Committee member, FIO, Federation of Indian Export Organization, which is an apex body of export promotion organizations in the country. And on behalf of the state government, may I request Shri DFR Marak, Joint Director of Commerce and Industry Department, Tura, to felicitate ma'am. We are grateful to Shri Sanjay Goyal, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Meghalaya, for his presence and support. May I request Srimati D. Kharjana, Managing Director of Meghalaya Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited, and Mr. Kaushik Datta, Chapter Head, FIO Eastern Region, to felicitate, sir. We would also like to felicitate Shri F. Sutanga, Director of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya. And for this, may I request Shri Prashant Seth, Deputy Director General, FIO, to do the honor. Our foreign buyers stone of this reverse buyer-seller meet, bringing with them invite Shri Sanjay Goyal, IAS Commissioner Secretary, Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Meghalaya, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, and very good morning to each and everyone present here today. Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, who is the chief guest in this very important program. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who is also holding the portfolio of Commerce and Industries Department. Our head of the administration, our Chief Secretary, who is present here today. The representative of FIO, Ms. Mehra, who is representing the organization. Most importantly, the buyers from 16 countries, the eminent delegates who are present here in the front row. Welcome to India, welcome to Meghalaya. My own officials from the department, our MSME representatives who are here today in more than 300 in numbers, and around 200 of them would be the actual sellers in this reverse buyer and seller meet. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a small figure. The figure is the role of the MSMEs in the national export. The national average for the country is roughly around 45% of its total contribution of the export comes from the MSME sector, which gives the which gives the idea that how important is this sector in India. If you talk about Meghalaya, of the Meghalaya's total export, the MSMEs count roughly around 33%. So there's a perceptible gap wherein we can catch up with the national average in terms of our export, in terms of our contribution in the sport, as well as the scope, which is tremendously available in this state. So to that extent, this event marks a very significant milestone in our journey towards getting globally recognized in the MSME ecosystem. We are thankful to the Government of India and our own Honorable Chief Minister and our Deputy Chief Minister, who are always guiding us, supporting us, and especially under the ramp scheme of the Government of India, we are conducting this event today, which will be a very strategic step towards the direct market linkage between our entrepreneurs as well as the international buyers. And I understand that this would be one event which will take us to a next level in terms of our presence internationally and nationally. As I mentioned, FIO is helping us out in this meet today. We have countries, we are represented, 16 of them, as I mentioned. And we hope that in future also, we plan to take it on a different platform involving many more countries and giving the kind of exposure that our MSMEs in the state require. We need to think big. And I keep on telling to my officers also that we need to think out of box. We need to maintain quality. We need to maintain standards. We need to maintain our packaging. We need to maintain our various kinds of licenses which are required for any kind of export. And we are working on that. This scheme which I mentioned, RAMP, which is raising and accelerating the MSME performance, is specifically aimed towards that. So we discussed in the cabinet retreat just around 2-3 weeks back, wherein we presented before you our vision of the department to make our MSMEs more competitive, find out some niche products and scale them up and present it before the country, as well as at a platform wherein we can take bulk orders and also. The present union budget, sir, has specifically talked about that. That's called the MSME Growth Fund. A seed money of 10,000 crores has been earmarked for that. And we will be taking it forward and taking advantage of this fund so that we can benefit from this fund. I will not take much time, and I once again welcome each and every one of you who are present here today. Most importantly, our Honorable Chief Minister, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, and our Chief Secretary. And I'm sure, sir, your presence today will give a lot of boost to the morale and the vision of our MSMEs who are here. They need constant hand-holding, and these 2 days of meet will definitely give them the confidence which is required so that they can present themselves at the world platform, and Meghalaya can emerge as a hub for high-quality, sustainable products. I warmly welcome all of you once again, and wish that event is a great success. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir, for setting the context and for outlining the vision behind this important initiative. We now invite an esteemed partner in strengthening India's export ecosystem, Srimati Neha Mehra, Managing Committee member of the Federation of Indian Exports Organization, to share her thoughts with us.
Shri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Meghalaya, Shri Srimalang Dhar, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Meghalaya, Dr. Shakil P. Ahmed, IAS Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, Shri Sanjay Goyal, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Commerce and Industries, Department of Meghalaya, Shri F. Sungta, Director, Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya, distinguished dignitaries, senior officers from the Government of Meghalaya, members of the exporting fraternity, distinguished foreign delegates, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to you all. It is a matter of great pride and honor to be amongst this august gathering. At the outset, we are sincerely thankful and privileged to the Honorable Chief Minister for sparing his valuable time to grace this occasion. Sir, your presence is a huge encouragement for all of us and speaks volumes of the importance you attach to this important subject of exports. We are also grateful to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who's also the in charge of Commerce and Industry, for his exemplary guidance in driving this initiative for the Maiden Rivers Buyer-Seller Meet being organized jointly with FIO. Sir, you have a very dynamic team with whom my team has worked very closely for successful execution of this event. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all our distinguished overseas buyers, esteemed MSME entrepreneurs, representatives from industry bodies, and senior officials from the government and trade facilitation agencies. It is a privilege to address you all at this Rivers Buyer-Seller Meet, a platform that reflects Meghalaya's growing aspiration to integrate more meaningfully into global value chains while strengthening our domestic MSME ecosystem. I would like to share that the recently published Export Preparedness Index by the Niti Aayog has shown that Meghalaya's rank has gone up to 27 in terms of Export Preparedness Index. Meghalaya's MSME ecosystem is deeply rooted in natural and cultural strengths. Key sectors with export potentials include bamboo and bamboo-based products, spices such as turmeric and ginger, processed horticulture products like pineapple, citrus, and handloom and textiles such as ahimsa and eri silk, added with cane and crafted based products and herbal and wellness formulations. These sectors align strongly with the global demand trends for a sustainable, organic, and ethically sourced products. Meghalaya currently has 8 GI products, and the Lakadong turmeric of Meghalaya, which is a GI tag product, has exceptionally high level of curcumin content. Meghalaya's creative economy leverages its culture, music, and natural beauty, with the government actively fostering sectors like film, music concerts, and OTT. Big names like Ed Sheeran, Akon, Bryan Adams, and Alan Walker have performed in the state in just last year. Let me also apprise that with the help of the department, we've also planned a tourism tour for all the foreign delegates, and we are hopeful that they will be our brand ambassadors once they go back to their countries. The state has a high English-speaking youthful demographic profile, which can play a crucial role in the significant growth of the orange economy of the state. As recently mentioned by the Honorable Finance Minister, budgetary measures have been aimed to create future-ready jobs in strengthening skills in animation, design, and emerging technologies. A critical enabler for expanding the exports is India's growing network of FTAs. The recently signed India-EU FTA, the India-UK CETA, India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, India-Australia Economic Cooperation Trade Agreement, and just last night's India-US FTA, provides preferential market access, reduced tariffs, and predictable trade frameworks. However, translating FTA opportunities into tangible export growth requires enterprise-level preparedness. MSMEs must be equipped with a clear understanding of rules of origin, product-specific tariff lines, technical standards, sanitary and phytosanitary requirements, and documentation processes. We at FIO are committed to work closely with the state in this direction through targeted capacity building programs and export awareness workshops. The reverse buyer-seller meet model is an important instrument under India's export promotion architecture, which emphasizes market diversification, MSME integration into global value chains, and district and state-level export competitiveness. By directly connecting overseas buyers with local enterprises, this platform enables real-time market feedback, improves compliance readiness, and accelerates commercial partnerships. Through collaborative engagement, informed use of FTAs, and focused sectoral development and continuous engagement with trade facilitation initiatives, we believe that Meghalaya will indeed emerge as a competitive contributor to India's global trade landscape. Thank you, and I wish all the participants a productive and a successful engagement.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights and for reinforcing the importance of global market linkages for Meghalaya's enterprises. May I now invite Dr. Shakil P. Ahmed, IAS Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, to address the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. Respected, most respected Chief Minister of Meghalaya, respected Deputy Chief Minister, Commissioner Secretary, Commerce and Industries, representatives from FIO, esteemed delegates from 16 countries, esteemed SME as well as entrepreneurs and producers from Meghalaya, other colleagues from various departments. First of all, I wish to thank FIO and Government of India and Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Meghalaya, for having organized such a wonderful program for our entrepreneurs and producers to interact with this plethora of buyers from 16 countries across the globe. And I welcome each one of you to this marvelous state of Meghalaya. Friends, our state is known for its beauty, its natural wonders, and the product quality on account of its soil, which is the most fertile soil in the country, for its water, which is the purest. Hence, most of our product, you people would find far more qualitatively superior than what you get other parts of the country. So my humble submission to each one of the buyers is that we are into a premium segment, which is niche. We can't be dealing more in bulk because our space constraint and our quality constraint, because we have to maintain quality. And by default, we are far more organic in our agri process and allied processes. So kindly bear with us. You will be positioning us, and I request rather to place us in the premium segment and niche segment, where we would be able to give you sustained quality and high value products as per your demand and requirement. Our Honorable Chief Minister has already declared the state to be a 10 billion economy by 2028 and a 16 billion economy by 2032. The efforts of MSME and producers and farmers is going to be critical in attaining this goal. Meghalaya can really boast of the products which is from the world acclaimed quality turmeric, which is world's best turmeric, and nutraceutically and efficacy-wise, it is doing wonders globally. To share with you, some of the greater products like Mount Meru in California and nutraceutical products are supplied by our farmer groups from our state. And to couple with that, there are many other products which is of immense value which you would be able to source from Meghalaya. Be it our organic cashew from Garo Hills, be it our Larnai pottery in Jaintia Hills, be it our Chira oranges, which is called orange honey, which is quite popular globally. So there are unique, high value, specialized products which is all across our state, which we can offer to the global buyers. And my request is, identify them. We'll be able to supply to you with the quality. Like even our madam spoke before. The silk which we make is non-violent. We don't kill the pupae. Such unique products. We won't be able to give bulk. That's what I said. We are a small state, but we're a very value-conscious state and high-value state. We will produce the best quality for you at the best possible manner. But to maintain that quality, the price has to be affordable, because the whole process requires extra cost in making. So that I'm sure the buyers would really keep in mind. In the handloom sector, and even in sectors like bamboo and related, we are fully equipped to handle the requirement. The upcoming sector like tea in Meghalaya is really becoming a niche segment across India. And believe it or not, people are really, repeated demands are coming for most of our products because of its quality and sustained quality, which our producers are able to provide. Once again, I thank each one of the international delegates who have come. Please visit our tourist places. You will be our ambassadors, and our state is one of the largest tourism footfall states, though we are small. And we have caves, caverns, cascades, close to 900 more than 900 caves we have. We have immense natural beauty. Please visit and bring more tourists, and please have long-term tie-up than a fly-by-night operator. Long-term relationship with our sellers so that we can sustain quality, you can sustain buying, and together we all can prosper for the development of our country and for the globe. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Jagat.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for your guidance and for the highlights that you have told us about the policy support and administrative commitments towards MSME growth. We now invite Shri Singhav Bhalangdhar, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Meghalaya, who also holds the portfolio of Minister in charge of Commerce and Industry, to kindly address the gathering.
First of all, a very, very good morning to you all who are present here, especially for all the friends who are coming from different countries globally. And also I would like to thank especially our local entrepreneurs who have been with us for the last so many years, and today finally we are able to show our local case product in front of the walls. Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Conrad K. Sama, Government of Meghalaya, and Chief Secretary, and our Commissioner and Secretary, Commerce and Industries Department, and all the representatives of the federations of the Indian export organizations, distinguished international buyers, entrepreneurs, and esteemed guests. I am delighted to be a part of this historic occasion, I should say, and also to join you all at this important moments at the Reverse Buyers Summit 2026, which is a landmark initiative for Meghalaya and the Northeastern regions as a whole. A Reverse Buyers Summit is fundamentally different from conventional exhibitions or trade fairs. While exhibitions primarily focus on display and promotions, an RBSM is a structured, outcome-oriented platform designs to facilitate direct business-to-businesses engagement. Here, international buyers are invited to the stage, matched with identified sellers, and provided a focused environment for discussions on product specifications, quality, standard pricings, and volumes, and long-term sourcing arrangement. The emphasis is not merely on showcasing products, but on converting potential into a concrete trade relationship between the other countries and the other part of the world. The RSBSM 2026 will witness the participation of the 28 international buyers from 16 countries, representing key global markets, including like Australia and New Zealand, South Africa, Russia, Romania, Kenya, Uganda, and Zimbabwe, Bahrain, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Slovakia, Azerbaijan, and Turkey, and Canada. This buyer represents a diverse sector such as the agri and food processing, handlooms, and handicraft, traditionally textile, bamboo and wood-based products, honeys, spices, and herbal and wellness products, and value-added consumer goods. On the domestic side, more than 300 MSME sellers from across Meghalaya are participating in this event today. These enterprises represents a wide spectrum of sector, including like handloom, handicraft, bamboo and cane products, wood-based craft, agro and food processing, honey and bee-based products, spices, herbal and wellness products, black pottery, and other indigenous and value-added products. The sellers have been carefully identified and mobilized through the District Commerce and Industries Center and the other line departments, ensuring broad sectorals as well as regional representations from across the state of Meghalaya. And also, I would like to highlight that the participating sellers have undergone extensive handholding and preparations. They have completed import-export code registrations and other mandatory documentation, making them export ready. This is a significant achievement and reflects the focus, effort of the Department of Commerce and Industries in building a pipeline of globally competitive MSME. The department has also taken special care to showcase the geographical indications tag products of Meghalaya, which reflects the state unique heritage and identity. A dedicated stall has been created to display GI products such as the Khasi mandarins, Memong narangs, and Lakadong turmerics, Dakmanda and Larnai pottery, Rendia and Chut Bichi, and offerings international buyers a glimpse of Meghalaya distinctive cultural and products legacy. This initiative clearly demonstrates Meghalaya is confidence in its enterprise and its readiness to engage with globally market. Our state is rich in natural resources, craftsmanship, and entrepreneurial talents, and platforms such as this RBSM provide the critical market access needed to convert this potential into sustainable incomes, export, and employment opportunities, particularly for our youths. I commend the Department of Commerce and Industries, the State Projects Implementation Unit under the RAMS, and FIEO for conceptualizing and executing this first of its kind initiative in the northeastern regions. The government of Meghalaya will continue to support such market-driven initiatives that promote export, attract investment, and strengthen the MSME ecosystem. I am confident that the discussion and business meeting over the next 2 days will result in meaningful partnerships and open new doors for Meghalaya MSME. I wish Reverse Buyer Seller Meet 2026 every success. Thank you. Kublai Mitla Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your encouraging words and continued leadership in strengthening Meghalaya's industrial and trade ecosystem. We now move to a key highlight of today's program, that is the official launch of 2 significant initiatives under the Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance, a scheme under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. And these are the launch of the MEGHALAYA project, an initiative of the Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Meghalaya, and the launch of the state-level MSME portal. We start with the reveal of the MEGHALAYA logo and brand, and for this I invite you to witness the story and vision behind the MEGHALAYA logo, reflecting Meghalaya's aspirations, opportunities, and the rise to new horizons.
Every great movement begins with a symbol that represents hope, unity, and purpose. Today, we unveil the MEGHALAYA logo, born from the talent of our own people, chosen by the government of Meghalaya through a fair and transparent process. An open design competition was held under the RAMP program of the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. The selection process was overseen by the state-level MEGHALAYA logo design screening committee, constituted under the RAMP program and chaired by the Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Meghalaya, Commerce and Industries Department. The committee comprised the Director of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya, along with representatives from the National Institute of Fashion Technology, Shillong, the Ministry of MSME, Shillong, and member from the Office of the Development Commissioner, Handicrafts Office, Shillong, under the Ministry of Textiles, ensuring comprehensive technical and cultural evaluation. After rigorous 2-stage screening, one design stood out from the rest. This is more than a logo. This is our story captured in design. The 3 green hills representing the Garo, Khasi, and Jantia hills stand together, united in purpose. The blue clouds above reminding us we are the abode of clouds, blessed by nature. The ancient monolith is a testament to our rich Khasi Jantia heritage that has stood the test of time. In the foreground, 2 figures work side by side, a Garo bamboo artisan and a Khasi woman with her gun up, the traditional umbrella. They represent our crafts, our agriculture, our sustainability, and our shared future. And at the heart of it all, the rising sun. The source of all energy, all growth, all life. It honors the Vangala Harvest Festival and the reverence of Kame Sangi, the sun that gives and sustains. This logo is designed with Gestalt principles, balance, harmony, and visual clarity, but its true power lies in what it represents: our people, our land, our legacy. The MEGHALAYA logo is now the unified identity of our movement. One logo, one vision, one Meghalaya rising together. This is MEGHALAYA.
A brilliant logo indeed. And if you're wondering who is the designer, let me introduce you to the winner of the logo design competition, Shri Mario Pascal Malnyang. Is he here, Mario? There he is. Well, Mario completed his Master in Designing from the Industrial Design Center of the Indian Institute of Technology, Mumbai, and is currently pursuing his PhD in Design from GOVT, IIT Guwahati. Mario also stands as a testament to the various initiatives taken by the state government to recognize and nurture young talents of the state. May I request you to give him a loud round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Meghalaya, a land of
And now may I request our chief guest, Shri Konrad K. Sangma, Honorable
natural
Chief Minister of
beauty.
Meghalaya, to formally launch the Mega Rise project, the click of a button.
Meghalaya, a land of natural beauty, rich traditions, and skilled artisans. Today marks a new chapter in sustainable development and economic empowerment. The Department of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya, under the Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance (RAMP) scheme, supported by the Ministry of MSME and the World Bank, proudly presents Mega Rise, where every product carries a story. One brand, one vision, infinite possibilities. Mega Rise unifies our finest eco-friendly products, organic goods, traditional handicrafts, bamboo and woodcraft, black clay cutlery, and local delicacies, all certified, sustainable, and proudly Meghalayan. But Mega Rise is more than a brand. It is a movement. We are providing quality training, certifications, digital marketing, e-commerce access, and direct buyer connections, supporting every step from production and packaging to branding and sales. By partnering with hotels and homestays, we are blending tourism with market promotion, turning every tourist into a brand ambassador of Mega Rise. And with our recent move with Amazon, Meghalayan craftsmanship is reaching markets across India and beyond. Mega Rise, where tradition meets innovation and craftsmanship meets commerce. When you choose Mega Rise, you empower an artisan, support a family, preserve a tradition, and protect our environment. Together, let us rise. Together, let Meghalaya shine on the global stage. Mega Rise, an initiative of the Department of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya, under RAMP.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And we now move on to the launch of the state-level MSME portal. But before that, let me take you through the SLM portal concept in this next video.
Mega Rise, Meghalaya's unified digital gateway for MSMEs, artisans, and aspiring entrepreneurs. Developed under the RAM scheme, the state-level MSME portal brings all enterprise services onto one secure, integrated platform, designed for simplicity, transparency, and ease of access. At its core is a unified statewide enterprise database, a single source of truth integrating data from state and central systems, institutions, and capacity building programs. Beyond registered units, the platform captures artisans, informal enterprises, trainees, and first-time entrepreneurs, enabling complete life cycle tracking from aspiration to growth. Know Your Scheme helps enterprises instantly discover relevant state and central schemes using smart eligibility filters, all in one place. A common application form enables online applications across departments with document upload, real-time tracking, and automated updates, ensuring speed and transparency. Advanced dashboards and MIS views provide real-time insights for effective governance, performance tracking, and evidence-based decision-making. Phase 2 will introduce a mobile app, AI-powered virtual assistants, and multilingual access through Vashini, including Khasi and Garo. MEGHALAYA is more than a portal. It is an ecosystem for inclusive, transparent, and technology-driven enterprise growth. We respectfully seek the Honorable Chief Minister's dedication of this platform to the people of Meghalaya.
And now may I request our Honorable Chief Minister to formally launch the state-level MSME portal by clicking the remote. And with one more click, we launch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the launch of the MEGHALAYA state-level MSME portal, we have taken a significant step towards empowering entrepreneurs, strengthening market access, and building a unified identity for Meghalaya's MSME ecosystem. I now take the honor to invite Shri Conrad K. Sangma, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, to deliver the inaugural address.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister in charge Commerce and Industries, Mas Leomalang Dhar, our Chief Secretary and Commissioner Secretary and other officials of the government, members of the Federation Indian Export Organizations, my dear delegates who have come from different parts of the globe as well as different parts of the country, and most importantly, the sellers and the buyers from the state and from different parts of the world who are here today to be part of this Reverse Buyer-Seller Meet 2026. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the Commerce and Industries Department and all the stakeholders who have made this particular reverse buyer and seller meet a possibility. It is indeed a great moment because it is the first of the kind, not only in our state, but in the region as a whole. I'm drawn back at this moment to a story which my mentor, my leader, late P.S. Sangma, had shared in one of the programs. He spoke about two marketing agents for a company. And these marketing agents were sent to one island. And the company was a company that sold shoes. So after doing the market research, the first marketing agent came back and told his CEO that there is bad news. Because nobody wears shoes in that island. We don't have any market. And so it's no use for us trying to establish our office and spend money and go there because nobody's going to buy. Nobody wears shoes. So the meeting ended in a very disappointing kind of a note. The second marketing agent came back, really excited, could not, even breathe and speak when he came to CEO. And he told him, I have the most exciting news for you. That we have a great market out there because nobody wears shoes. It's a very simple story, but it speaks about opportunities and how we look at opportunities. It's about the mindset. It's about the person being able to see a situation, analyze it and say, well, look at it and say that nothing can happen and give up. Or look at that same situation from a different angle and say, wow, this may be one of the most exciting reverse buyer and seller meet that I have attended. Friends, I start with this because a program like this does not end, and I hope it will not end, with simply this particular meet. I keep repeating myself in almost every forum that I'm not a very big fan when it comes to MOUs. Please don't sign any MOUs if you have no intent to move forward. I'm very serious. I'm very serious about it. And don't be hurt when I say that to you. Because we are here to be serious and to work in a very, very definitive way forward. The journey may be very long. And the journey may be something that may not yield results for us tomorrow. But let me give you that assurance that we are truly committed to what we are doing. Our state is a comparatively smaller state. Our challenges are much more than what you can imagine. If I look at our journey, my journey, heading the government in the last 8 years, has been a roller coaster ride. I was yesterday with the country head of IFAD, and we were reviewing one program called MEGHALAYA program. It's a program where we work with IFAD. It's a funding agency, as you all know. And this program started before we came into the government. And I wish I could show that graph to you. There was a point in time when we had the first results. I'm happy to inform you that same project of MEGHALAYA, which IFAD was about to close funding in 2018 because of the bad performance, if I may, of the implementation of that project, to today, after 8 years, was one of the projects that was selected globally to be one of the best projects of IFAD in the whole world. And this presentation was given by our officials in Rome. There were 4 projects selected. Again, I'm giving this example to show you that nothing happens in a day. Nothing will turn around tomorrow. everything requires consistency. Everything requires commitment. Everything requires a focus. And everything starts with a vision and a target that we want to get there. And no matter how difficult it is, we have set that goal for ourselves. We are developing the ecosystem that is required to be able to move forward in that. All of you are very much aware about the global turmoil that's going on in terms of tariffs, exports, imports. The whole world is shaken. But slowly and steadily, in this entire chaos, some kind of a structure is emerging. And in this kind of a structure that's emerging, opportunities are coming out. I could not go through the whole details of what happened last night, but at least I got a glimpse of what happened a week, 10 days back. And clearly we can see that textiles, garments, leather, footwear, handicraft, pharmaceuticals, we do expect that India will be able to play a major role when it comes to at least EU in these aspects. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we as a state, Meghalaya, and the country, we are placed in a unique position to be able to take advantage even of these complex situations that are there. We need to create the right ecosystem. It's about the regulations that we need to have as a government. It's about the investments that need to be created by the entrepreneurs and the larger groups. It's about the logistics chains that we require to be able to transfer the products in a very, very efficient manner. It's about scaling the productivity so that an aggregator can come in and be able to provide that export to the buyer at a scale which will make sense for the particular buyer who's buying. And hence, all of this needs to be lined up. So what we're doing today is maybe the first step towards looking at that larger goal that we all should be targeting in the days to come. And again, I repeat myself what I said in the beginning. Yes, it is important to have these buyer-seller meets, but it is important to be practical. Even if we start small, I want that start to be a serious start. I want it to move forward. I don't expect that we will be having a $1 billion deal, MOU signed, and then suddenly everything flops tomorrow and there's not a single sale that is made. I think that'll be the most disappointing thing that could happen. I'd rather not sign any MOU and have the sale that's taking place directly. I know a lot of people may not appreciate what I say, but I'm speaking very straightforward. That does not mean that I'm discouraging you. Please don't think that. Absolutely not. I'm just telling you to be realistic and practical and realize the areas which we need to work on. So therefore, with these thought process in mind, let me also share that Meghalaya has been making a lot of, taking steps forward to create that ecosystem. I use this word a lot because I believe in it a lot. Whether it is ease of doing business, the percentage in terms of the steps that Meghalaya has taken may be one of the highest in the country today. The number of steps that we have taken to deregulate the different regulations that are there or were there in the system, more than 400, if I'm not wrong. 400 different regulations were removed. In Labor Department alone, about 70 regulations were removed. In fact, we were one of the worst in the country, but because of the hard work of the departments that were concerned, we are now today in the top 3 in terms of the number of deregulations being made. We have a unified portal for investors to come in with seamless process. where they'll be able to get all the clearances required, which of course every state is doing. But I'm sharing with you because we also are now working and competing with the top performing states today and coming to that level where at one point in time, I must say this, that I would never have thought that a seller meet of this scale is happening today in our state. I'll tell you, nobody would have expected. But it's not just simply because it's an event. It's happening because we are ready. We have created the foundations. We have laid the foundations. We have created the system. We have created, or rather, we have managed to put the regulation in order. We have promoted entrepreneurs to start production. Scaling is, of course, a challenge for us because it is a challenge everywhere. But I do expect that to happen. So all of these issues are going to be there. But as I said, I do expect that a lot will come out of what we are doing today out here. Our Commissioner Secretary, as well as our Cabinet Chief Secretary, had mentioned about different products that we make. Now, you'll be surprised to know that today, the pineapples which used to be sold on the roadside by farmers who had no other option, today are sending the frozen pineapples to factories in Bangalore, who are today then converting that into pineapple powder, which is then being sent abroad to make baby food. And they have certified it to the level where the regulatory provisions have been taken care of, and all the aspects that are required to safety standards and all those things have been met. And that's the kind of transformation that's taking place. I'm expecting and hoping that one day we will be making the baby food itself out here and not just the frozen pineapples. So we have a way forward. Please do step into our shops and the stalls that are selling turmeric. Please listen to their story. And the story is linked with MEGHALAYA, the IFAD project, where in 2010, if I'm not wrong, if my memory serves me correct, these 10 or 20 ladies, I think 20 plus ladies, from different self-help groups had traveled all the way to, I think, Bangalore or Chennai or something. And that's when they understood the value of curcumin. They didn't know what curcumin was before that. And suddenly when they realized what the value of curcumin is, they made up their mind that we will produce curcumin in Meghalaya itself. And today I'm so happy to tell you that that journey that started almost 15 years back for these women's self-help groups has actually fructified. They're processing the turmeric, they're making turmeric powder, they're making curcumin in a localized technology. We need to refine that further to be able to then make it usable in terms of the pharmaceutical needs, making capsules out of them, which, as you all know, is very, very popular in the world today. And therefore, these are the areas that we're looking at, and please visit them and they will share their story with you of how they struggled and they reached the point that they have today. I think it's important for our buyers, important for the stakeholders, important for the officials to connect with the people. Businesses will happen. And I keep telling people that if we are going to look at life, if we're going to look at everything from a business point of view, I think it'll be a very, very empty story. we are here today not to do just business. We are here today to build partnership, to work together, to understand who the farmer is who grew that turmeric, which is now curcumin, which is now being a health product and saving lives or increasing the immunity of that particular person who's using it in another part of the world. And I think if we miss this link, and if we miss this story, then I think the story is going to be empty. I hope and I encourage all of you, let us build partnerships. And when I say partnership, means we are together through thick and thin, through challenges, which will come, through difficulties. But we have a long-term goal in building up. We see the opportunity. And I tell you that it's very clear. If you don't see the opportunity, it's okay. That's fine. We don't expect you to forcefully build a partnership. But let me share with you that there is a huge possibility to do that, at least for certain sectors in our state. And I do hope that this particular buyer-seller meet will be able to create that opportunity to have that long-term partnership with few or with many, I hope, many of the buyers and sellers out who are here out here. I was just glimpsing through the crowd and I can see so many familiar faces of young entrepreneurs I had met, 8 years back and who are just starting off their business. And it's in a way satisfying to see how their businesses have grown. I'm sure there are many more challenges ahead, but let me assure you that as we have been with you in the past, to make sure that you're able to move forward and face the challenges that come in and come in front of you, I assure you that we will continue to support you. I once again thank the different buyers and different delegates and stakeholders who have taken their time out to really see the story of Meghalaya, to understand our farmers, to understand our entrepreneurs, and then to be able to chalk out a roadmap on how we can partner together. So I hope that the next 2 days will allow you to see that story, will allow you to see that opportunity which the second marketing agent saw when he went to that island when he saw that nobody was wearing shoes. And I think that really is the purpose of what or why we are here today. So once again, I congratulate all of you, especially the buyers and the sellers, the entrepreneurs, the farmers, who are the main players, the protagonists of this program. We are all just people who are here to support and to help and to be part of the ecosystem. Sanjay Goyal said, that, and most importantly, the Chief Minister and Deputy CM, I beg to differ. We are not the most important. We are the least important part. We are here to support. You are the most important part. You have to make this happen. Only thing I can assure you is that we will support you in every way to make it happen. I wish each and every one of you the very best. I look forward to 2 days of exciting interactions and engagements and hopefully long-term partnerships that we can build. I wish this program and wish each and every one of you the very best for your future. May God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless our beautiful state of Meghalaya. Kublai Shibun, Matela, and Jai Hind.
A big thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for your inspiring vision and steadfast support for the entrepreneurs, the MSMEs, and for sustainable economic growth in the state. Well, to formally conclude the inaugural session, I invite Shri F. Sutinga, Director, Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Meghalaya, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Minister, who is the chief guest of today's event, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who is in charge of Commerce and Industries, Chief Secretary, Commissioner Secretary, Srimati Neha, who is the committee member of PO, foreign delegates, entrepreneurs, and esteemed guests. On behalf of the Commerce and Industry Department, I express sincere gratitude to all of you and everyone. We are deeply honored by the presence and guidance of our Honorable Chief Minister and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, whose support continues to inspire our efforts towards the development of micro, small, and medium enterprises. I thank the Chief Secretary for the insightful address linking enterprise growth to the state's long-term economic vision. I also acknowledge the valuable partnership of you in bringing international buyers to our state and ensuring professional execution of this event. My appreciation extends to all departments, district officers, the SPIU team, and every official who worked tirelessly to make this program possible and visible. Above all, I thank the foreign delegates from across the globe and buyers from across the state for traveling to Shillong and showing faith in our state's enterprise potential. I am confident this event will mark the beginning of enduring trade and cooperation. With these few words, I urge sellers, producers, and buyers from across the globe to actively engage in the B2B meetings, which will be held shortly today and also tomorrow. Thank you and have a productive engagement. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of the inaugural program of the Meghalaya Reverse Buyer-Seller Meet 2026. Well, we thank you all for your gracious presence, and we request you to actively participate in all the B2B interactions and networking sessions planned ahead. But before you go, may we request all the stall owners to kindly proceed to their respective stalls immediately. Our dignitaries will be visiting your stalls in just a moment. But for now, we will all have a quick photo session with the dignitaries present. May we request everyone to kindly stand so that you are visible in all the pictures. And yes, the photographers, media can come on the stage so that you have a clearer view. Once again, thank you one and all, and have a productive day. May I request all the delegates to kindly proceed to the conference room for another round of